approaches, people everywhere begin sharing stories about mythical creatures. One of the scariest creatures talked about today is known as the Chupacabra. Some people claim it's some kind of alien, others believe it to be some type of vampire. According to my.hsj.org, the Chupacabra is also known as the goat sucker. It has been sighted in many locations across the globe. These places include Puerto Rico, Miami, Nicaragua, Chile, Mexico, and even in the southwestern U.S. I have heard rumors not too long ago that they've even been sighted as far away as England. During my research, I found on tvtropes.org that the Chupacabra is an urban myth of Latin origin. I also discovered on www.princeton.edu that these creatures are believed to suck the blood of livestock animals. The dead animals they left behind were completely drained of all their blood, and even some of their organs were missing. The weird thing about this is that there were no signs of any open wounds in which these organs could have possibly been removed. Could this myth be true? From further research on my.hsj.org, I found that there are 3 different ways that people who have claimed they've seen this beast to look like. The first and most common form is a lizard-like being appearing to have leathery or scaly, greenish-gray skin and sharp spines or quills running down its back. It's said to stand approximately 3 or 4 feet tall and hops similar to a kangaroo. The second form is said to bear a resemblance to a wallaby or a dog standing on its hind legs. It too stands and hops like a kangaroo. This one also has a head similar to a dog. It has coarse fur with grayish facial hair and a mouth with very large teeth. Third form is mostly hairless, has a pronounced spinal ridge, unusually pronounced eye sockets, teeth, and claws. People think that this animal is a result of interbreeding between several populations of wild dogs. The ones who have had the scary experience to see these creatures of myth all claim it has glowing red eyes and a sulfur smell. Wanting to know when all this started, I furthered my research on tvtropes.org and found that this myth actually began in Puerto Rico in the 1970s. The so-called slayings began in a town called Mocha. The people in this town saw the creature or saw what it did to their animals made them believe it was some kind of vampire creature running loose. It then became known as the Mocha vampire. The attacks eventually stopped just as mysteriously as they began. In the 1990s, the attacks started happening again in Puerto Rico. This time, the people started calling the scary monster El Chupacabra. These attacks have continued to happen in many countries over the years, including the U.S. According to my.shj.org, an eyewitness by the name of Rebecca Tuggle from Albuquerque, New Mexico, said she was on her way to her car when she heard a mysterious hissing noise. As she turned around, she was terrified to see a creature partially resembling a lizard, a kangaroo, and a bat with rainbow-colored spines running down its back. This creature stood about 3 to 4 feet tall and grunted at her. As with other sightings, the eyes were said to be glowing red, and the animal smelled of a sulfuric substance. With all the many sightings all over the world, are these people really seeing this creature or just a mangy dog? I guess this will remain a myth unless you are one of the few to come in contact with a Chupacabra. While you sit and ponder over this mythical creature, just remember that the next time you are wandering in the woods or alone or out late at night, to keep an eye out for this red-eyed monster that lurks in the shadows.